Disney Cruisers, it is time for some more kid-related tips. I know a ton because I usually take our lovely daughters with us on our cruises. So let's get started. If you are not part of our family yet, consider subscribing, and if you like cruising with your kids, give this video a big thumbs up. This first tip pertains to Castaway Cay. So if your cruise is taking you to the Caribbean or the Bahamas and you have a stop at Castaway Cay, then this is something that will probably make you very happy. If you have little kids, never fear, because Disney is awesome and they have, for your convenience, strollers and wagons that you can take with you and use the entire time that you're on Castaway if you so choose. Now, these strollers and wagons aren't the most spectacular strollers and wagons. They are not in pristine condition by all means because they live on the island and they get used all the time. So it's not glamorous, but it is super, super helpful. So if you are bringing your umbrella stroller with you on the cruise for the ship, do not feel like you need to take it with you off of the ship at Castaway because they have you covered, because Disney's awesome. That's something I wouldn't even have thought about. Like, that is just above and beyond. It's wonderful. My next piece of advice, a lot of people talk about passports all the time. Do you need them? Do you not need them? Well, if it's a closed loop itinerary and you're starting in the United States and you're ending up in the same port that you're getting on, you do not technically need a passport. Lots of people like to bring them for medical reasons and just to be on the safe side. I do suggest getting a passport for your children and for yourself just because it makes the check-in process at the port super, super easy. You don't have to pull out all of the birth certificates and the IDs. When you check in, you just hand them your passports. They open it up and go zip, 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 and they slide them through, and then like you're done. That's it. Like, they didn't even have to check anything else. Like, you just give them your passports. So yes, it is an investment, but it's also peace of mind for when you're on the entire trip. So just passports, like, not a big thing to worry about, but it does help your transition and check-in go smoothly. This next secret of mine is like a secret. I don't really want to tell you, but I will because I'm nice, but it's my secret. Okay, so on the pool deck, there are machines with soft serve ice cream. I think they open around like 10 or 11 in the morning, and they close down about 11 o'clock at night. They have cones all around the ice cream machines that you can use. Super easy to grab, simple, whatever. But what I like to do is I like to go to the soft drink station located like 30 feet away from the ice cream and go get the cups, the drink cups from the Coke machines, and then I go and fill them up with ice cream. I know, that's so much ice cream, and I do it all the time, but it's so convenient, it's so easy. Like, how many times have you given your kid a cone of ice cream and it just like falls over or gets everywhere? But go get a cup, and then you can fill the cup with ice cream and then give them a spoon, and then they can eat their ice cream out of a big cup with a spoon. And you can limit, you don't have to fill the whole cup up with ice cream. I mean, I fill it up for me with ice cream, like to the top. But with kids, you can limit. I mean, you do it, so put however much ice cream you want in there, it's fine. But then they also can take it places. Like, they don't have to like sit there and be licking it, like waiting for the elevator or going down the stairs or like wanting to run to the pool and it's like melting, you know, in the sun. This way, like, I take mine to the theater and watch a movie. So you can take them anywhere, and it's just so great. Like, I just love it. So like, I hope that like if like a billion people start doing this and then Disney's like, no, you cannot do that. Like, I'm sure they won't do that because like they don't really care, right? But just, so if you do this, do it responsibly and don't make Disney mad. All right, another ice cream hack that I have is that in cabanas and room service, they're the same cookies, but like they're the best cookies I've ever had, especially the oatmeal raisin ones. Like, oh my goodness, so delicious. Side note, when you order cookies from room service, they don't just give you one cookie. There's usually 2 or 3 on the plate, just to let you know. But anyways, they're really, 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 really good. And you can get cookies from room service or cabanas and put ice cream in the middle of them. Then you have an ice cream sandwich. So good. Or fill up your cup with ice cream, and instead of a spoon, take the cookie and dip the cookie in the ice cream and then eat it. That might be what I do sometimes. Maybe. Most of us have probably been to a Disney theme park. We know that at nighttime, they like to go around with their carts and sell all those little glowy things that for the kids to either wear or play with. What I like to do though, because I like to save money, because why not? Glowy things are glowy things. I like to go to the dollar store and get my glow necklaces. They now have like wands and tiaras and swords and everything. Like everything glows now. So they're only $1 at Dollar Tree, so pick them up there and bring them with you for the ship. You can have them, wear them on Pirate Night or Marvel Day or Star Wars Day or Frozen Night or just on the Monday night. Like they can wear them whenever it's dark, it doesn't matter. They even had a glow party in the kids club one night where Disney gave, like the kids came out with a glow necklace, but like they could have worn their glow necklaces to the glow party in the kids club. So super easy to pack, throw them away. You don't have to bring them back home with you. Super cheap. If you also want to see what else you can get at the dollar store, then check out that video. Lots of good things you can get for your cruise for $1. Just $1. Super, super, super cheap. I'm sure if you are watching this, then you have been researching for your Disney cruise. And I'm sure you know you can get Mickey bars in the main dining rooms for dinner, for dessert, and that you probably know that you can get them for room service, but I want to tell you the difference between the two, because my kids prefer one over the other. So if you get them at dinner time, they usually unwrap your Mickey bar for you, stick it in a bowl, put Mickey sprinkles on top, and some chocolate sauce. They are not super frozen, I would say. In fact, I don't really like melted ice cream. I would not eat those Mickey bars. I think they're a little too melty for me. If you get them from room service, they are frozen and they come wrapped in the Mickey wrapper with nothing else, just like how you would get them at the park. So just to be aware of those differences, because your kids might like one over the other and you might like one over the other. The Mickey bars are on the kids dessert menu, not the adults dessert menu at the dining room, but you definitely can still order one. Another food related tip for your youngsters who like to snack all the time, like all the time, there are grab and go items that you can get at cabanas and at some of the bars on the ship. I know, like, you don't want to go get your kids food at a bar, but they have bags of chips that you can just ask for. And then at cabanas, you know, why not pick up some milk cartons or yogurt and stick them in your fridge in your room, or maybe some cereal boxes or some fruit. You can't take the fruit off the ship. You can take cereal off the ship if you want to go, like, take it on your excursion day, whatever you're doing, if you want to snack and you don't want to, like, buy food from another country. So you can take the packaged items. You can take chips as well, or like if you had packages, unopened packages of snacks are okay, but fruit you cannot take off the ship, but you can take it back to your room. So be thinking about when you're around these super convenient grab and go items that maybe you would buy at home for snacks, take them back to your room with you, put them in your refrigerator, keep them in your bag. That way you can have them when your little 2-year-old wants a snack at the most inconvenient time of the entire trip. Something that I didn't even do until this last cruise we went on was I really utilized the kids open houses. Now I know what you're saying. Yes, of course, we want to go to the kid open house in the beginning, the very first day, so we can see what the kids are going to be doing in the kids club and get them acquainted. And if you're not familiar, open house means that adults are allowed to be in the kids club at that time with their children. When it is closed activities, no adults are allowed inside, no pictures are allowed to be taken. You are off limits. It's just kids only in the kids club. But during open house, anybody at any age can come in. You can take pictures, you can participate in the activities, you can do some of the games and the simulators that they have in there. So anyone can go. So yes, I know, you probably know I was already planning on taking my kids to the open house, but did you know that you can make your 8-year-old very, very, very happy and take them into the teen club during the teen open house? Like, that's like off limits. Like, do you remember when you were a kid and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't wait till I'm older till I can do all the things that the big kids get to do. That's so not fair. Well, you can take them. So when there's an open house for an age group that they don't fall into, take them to that open house. This last time I took my girls into the teen club and they got to see all that was there. They have video games in there, so they got to play those. They got to see where the teenagers get like their own little pool area. This was on the Dream. So they were super excited because they were like in a off-limits area for like the teenagers that they couldn't, you know, normally go into. So if you have teens, have them go to the kids clubs open houses like the Oceaneer Lab and the Oceaneer Club and see some of those things that maybe might make them very happy to remember things that they did when they were little kids. That is it for this video. Part 3 will be coming out soon, and I still have a lot of tips to share with you. Do you have a question that relates to your kids? If so, leave it in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer it for you. And remember, just because these are geared towards those traveling with kids or things specifically for kids, everyone's a kid on a Disney cruise, so you can do all these things too. Alright, that's it for now, Disney cruisers. Maybe I'll see you on your next cruise. Probably not before the next video, because I'm not going on a cruise in the next 4 days. Bye.